Hey, hello, and welcome to another episode of Sci-Fi Saturday where we are playing Fallout 2. Last time we went to Gecko, we sorted out the power plants, mostly. And upon fixing the power plant, we returned to Vault City and managed to get our citizenship for fixing it. Um, Now we have access to the vault since we are now a citizen, and today we shall be exploring it. We'll be exploring most of what we can do. So, heading in, we have a locker in which there's first aid kit and some flares. We see the typical entrance. Med center to the side. Elevator to the other way. So, we have access to a doctor. Can ask him to heal our friends. But he reveals that the facilities are only for citizens. And list of all patients is kept in the database. However, stim packs in lower supply lockers would not be missed if you put them to good use. So we have free heals from him, I believe. And at the very least, if we get poisoned, get free antidote from him. In this room, we also have access to computers. We use our science skill on them. You've logged into the Vault City medical database. Although the interface is difficult to understand, the database, it seems to be broken down into a series of archives. Okay, search the archives for a mention of vaults. You don't find any mention of vaults in the database. It's mostly medical information relating to anatomy, known diseases, treatments, chems, and implants. You can search the archives for any mentions of Garden of Eden creation kit. You don't find any mention of the GEC in the database. It's mostly medical archives relating to anatomy, known diseases, treatments, chems, and implants. You can search the medical database for anything of interest. You search the database, but the medical terminology is too cryptic to understand. If you knew more about the medical profession, it might not be a problem. So it seems that we had a higher doctor skill. We may stand a chance. Outside, we see a thin young woman. She smells faintly of antiseptic. Oh, hello there. I haven't seen you around before. Are you a new citizen? Yeah, I just recently got my citizenship. Well, welcome to Vault City, fellow citizen. We don't see many new faces around here. I'm Phyllis. What's your name? Well, my name's Richard. What do you do around here? I'm the resident medical assistant. I work for Dr. Troy. Can I ask you some questions? Of course. What is it you'd like to know? Can you tell me where the central computer is? It's down on the third level, if I remember correctly. I haven't been down there in ages. Why not? Oh, I don't know. Not much reason to go down the vault. It's mostly used for storage space nowadays. The only one down there is Martin, and, well, just between you and me, he's not a great conversationalist. Can I ask you a question? Can you tell me about Vault City? Vault City? Oh, well, actually, there's not much to say. I mean, I've been a citizen all my life, but there's not much to do in Vault City, after all. Nothing at all? Come on. Look, I know you're a new citizen and all, and I don't mean to throw a damper on your citizenship. The city can be very dull at times. Dull? How so? I mean, have you noticed how similar everyone is? And old. Most of the seminars and extracurricular activities are geared toward octogenarians. I'm barely 25, and the city makes me feel like I'm 50. Uh, Speaking of old, I noticed there aren't any children in the city. Well, yes. Actually, there aren't yet. I don't know if anyone's told you yet. Vault City is a planned community. We're not due for another pregnancy cycle until a few years from now. And at the bottom, we have a reference to the fact that the European version of Fallout 2 doesn't actually have children in it. Seems to do with censoring, if I recall correctly. Which means some of the quests are actually impossible to complete. Um, uh, a pregnancy cycle? Yes. Pregnancy cycles are permitted only during certain years established by the council. What if you get pregnant anyway? How would that happen? Um, Last I heard, sex can make someone pregnant. Oh, you mean intercourse? Intercourse is still allowed outside of pregnancy cycles. D- doesn't that make people pregnant? Uh, no, no. You see, pregnancies don't result from intercourse. Uh, I'm afraid to ask, but I will anyway. Male citizens donate to the Autodoc here in the vault, and the most favourable matches are chosen by the computer. Then the appropriate female citizen is seated by the Autodoc. Don't people still get pregnant from intercourse? What about accidental pregnancies? Well, actually, you see, it's a thing I've been thinking about recently. Citizens don't seem to have accidental pregnancies. The only successful pregnancies have been facilitated by the Autodoc. Hmm. Oh well. I just thought I'd ask. Let's see, Dull, how so? We can go. I did notice the similarity of the citizens. It's like they're all clones. They all dress alike, act alike, and the worst part is that everybody seems happy with it. I, well, sometimes I worry that I'll end up being just like them. That probably sounds silly, huh? Not at all. Pressure to conform must be pretty rough around here, especially considering how insular a community Vault City is. Yeah, it can get kind of overwhelming at times. But here I am, bringing down your opinion of Vault City. Don't misunderstand me. It's a great place to live. Uh, just a suggestion, but you might want to travel a little outside of Vault City. Even speak to some of the merchants in the courtyard. They might be able to broaden your horizons a bit. Well, I've been tempted to go outside the gate, but the other citizens have warned me against it. Well, that's just another reason to it. You don't want to do what the other citizens do you? They're all set in their ways. You know, you're right. Maybe I will step outside the gate when I get the chance. I'd like to know more about the outside world. Great. Can I ask you another question? We can ask to donate to the Autodoc. Certainly, we'd welcome your contribution. The Vault City could use some fresh genetic material. Uh, Say, could I get a magazine or something? Your contribution is impressive. You yourself seem to be quite gifted. How do you feel? I can honestly say I have never missed the primitive charm of Arroyo more until this moment. And so, we've convinced Phyllis to see the outside world, gain 300 experience points, and we've given Vault City a donation and contributed favourable genetic material into their community. We gain 500 experience points. And I believe that it's almost dead. And when we ask about Vault City, we can go. It seems a shame that a beautiful young woman such as yourself can't find something to do in Vault City. Pardon me? I couldn't help notice, but you're an attractive young woman who would stand to get out once in a while. How about you and I have dinner? Oh, well, I'd love to. Great, let's go. And we quickly discover Phyllis is rather dull and self-centered. You resolve never to date anyone like her again. We gain 100 experience points. Yeah. That's about all our character can do, because we are very much not in the Doctor skill. Still, we can continue to explore the vault. We know the central computer is on the third floor, but we might as well have a look at the second floor. Oof. So we have 8 rooms, starting at the bottom leftmost. It's all stuck. It'll take a very strong person to open it. We're average. Next up. Next one seems to be locked. After that, we seem to be in some sort of living quarters, in which we see a footlocker, in which there's Big Book of Science, antidote, money, and some stimbacks. In the next room, there's a footlocker, in which there's Cat's magazine, a small dusty box of some sorts, bit of money, some booze, some junk, and Coca-Cola. Yeah. So next up, we have the topmost rooms. You hear rattling from the vent. First room seems to be locked. Next room is locked. Third door is stuck. It'll take a very strong person to open it. And the final door is also locked. So, time for the fun bit of seeing how long it takes to use our lockpick skill to unlock as many of these as we can. Yeah, I have a feeling this character is not going to be able to unlock any of these doors at the moment. Yeah, because the lockpicks we have don't work on mechanical doors. So yeah, I will probably put up on screen the what's in each room, because the strong ones the character isn't built for, and lockpick ones the character definitely isn't for. So yeah, we can continue down to the next floor down. To floor 3. And the first room is, don't know, communal area. Some tables with chairs around them, and the chairs, screens. Next up, another locked door. But once again, it is clearly out of our skill range. So, at the split in the corridor, we head west. First up, we have a computer room. A lot of computers. But we fail to learn anything from them. Next up, we have a couple more computers. These consider the archives. Spend some time studying the computer archives. Gain 350 experience points. Okay, try the computer. And nothing happens. Still, we can continue along. See a large room. Locked door. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. See a person singing. Okay, speak to them. What? Aye. Whoa, easy there. You nearly scared the life out of me. Sorry, you didn't mean to startle you. That's okay. It's just not many people come into the vault. That's okay. It's just not many people come into the vault. What see you do here? I'm not gonna try everything that. Just keep an eye on things in storage down here. Make sure all the doors stay locked. Do you have a key? Doesn't matter. Because most of the doors are jammed and should shut anyway. What do you store down here? Spare parts, supplies, and ore? Ore? Ore from Reading? Not so much anymore. Not much ore from Reading? Why not? Don't know. McClure's really worried about it. Can you tell me where the central computer is? It's just over there. It's the talking computer. Thanks. Goodbye. The talking computer. This is on cue. The computer starts talking. Interact with it. You have logged into the Vault City central computer. The interface seems relatively easy to understand. Everything seems to be broken down into archives. Again, search the archives for location of Vault 13. The archives lists only two vaults. Vault 8, this vault, and Vault 15, located far to the south. Oddly enough, there's no mention of Vault 13. You enter Vault 15's location into your Pip-Boy. Okay. Continue to search the archives for more information. We can search for any reference to the Garden of Eden creation kit. According to the archives, there is no GEC currently in stock at Vault City's amenity office. The people of Vault City seem to have used the only one when they had to help establish the place when they came to the surface. For the remaining information, from what you can make out in the archive, 2 GECs were part of every Vault's standard inventory package. Only one was shipped to Vault 8, however. Cross-reference the GEC shipment information. Due to a shipping error, it appears Vault 8 received a box of surplus water chips intended for another vault. The other vault most likely received Vault 8's second kek. Yes. And as we're about to turn away, you suddenly notice a small picture of the Pip-Boy located beneath the terminal. Next to the picture is a slot that looks about the size of your Pip-Boy. Insert our Pip-Boy into the empty slot. Small window opens on the terminal screen with a smiling Pip-Boy next to it. As you watch, the Pip-Boy starts whistling, silently, tapping his feet. Red light is flashing inside the computer slot. Wait. An unhealthy grinding noise comes from the Pip-Boy slot. Pip-Boy continues to whistle silently and tap his feet. Wait. The Pip-Boy suddenly stops and frowns. An exclamation mark appears above his head. He starts wagging his finger at you. You can try and determine what's wrong. A small display beneath the Pip-Boy states that your last scheduled maintenance was 50.352 years ago. The archives are corrupted and need to be reformatted. Do you wish to proceed? Sure. Initializing procedure beginning. Reformatting Pip-Boy. Wait. Northern Californian Geographical Archive is being copied into the Pip-Boy database. Copying archive. Broken Hills. Gecko. New California Republic. New Reno. Redding. Vault City. Download complete. But still, we have one more thing to do with the central computer. We grab the reactor holodisk. We can... No? Have it there. We can insert the Gecko power plant disk into the computer. Reading disk, reactor data, atomic power plant. Efficiency 43/75% error. Plant calibration. MD4GH1. Do you wish to optimize? Begin optimization procedure. Begin an optimization procedure. Optimizing. Optimization complete. Please remove disk. So yeah, we have optimized the reactor data disk. Yes. So we can return to the elevator level. Head back up to the first floor. Exit vault. And leave Vault City. I mean, there's still kind of stuff for us to do here, but our character really isn't built for it. So remember to pick up Lenny. We can return to Gecko and optimize the power plant. So, arriving at Gecko, we can head to the reactor. And we can speak to Festus. Was it Festus? Was it Gordon? That was a Gordon. I have a feeling Gordon was the one we got the economic disc from. I think it's Festus. Thanks again, the data we need from Vault City to optimize this leaky old beast. You're a sly one. No denying it, by cracky. Almost as good a job as I could have done myself. Of course, if you want to actually finish the dang job, just use that disk on the robot control terminal. Understand me? Well, okay then. Well, I don't like leaving the job only half done. Goodbye, Festus. Yeah, that's Festus. And can use the disc on the robot control terminal. The optimization procedure was successful. Gained 2,500 experience points. Still, we have one more job left in Gecko. I mean, we have a was it 3-step plasma transformer to give Skeeter. So, returning to the junkyard. Can go and see Skeeter. Speak to him. Great. You've got my plasma regulator. Thanks. And now I owe you some free work. What do you want me to work on? I tell you how much it would cost, but this one's already paid for. Let me see what you can work on. What do you want me to look at? We have the Desert Eagle. I have a pistol here, and I was wondering. That Desert Eagle would sure be a sweet rig with an expanded magazine. We can do that for free. See what other weapons we have. I believe this is for a hunting rifle. Yeah. Get studies your long arm, and that's slowly. I can put a nice scope or whatever on that hunting rifle for free. Expand the range. That's all the weapons we have on us. Alright then, put a scope on the hunting rifle. Gator takes the item and looks it over with a weird gleam in his eye. Well, that's might challenging, but I think I can fix this up real nice for you. Just sit tight for a while. Gator takes the weapon over to his workbench and locks it in a really big vise. Okay. As you watch, you can see Skeeter's back as he works on your weapon. You don't know exactly what he's doing, but that weird chuckle and all the pounding are making you nervous. Wait. More pounding and cracking as you wait some more. You whistle tunelessly and make a shadow puppets against the back wall of Skeeter's workshop. There you go. You wake suddenly as Skeeter takes your weapon from the workbench. You can see a number of small, shiny metal parts lingering on the bench as Skeeter turns your weapon to you. That should do it, I reckon. Give her a try. Thanks. Can you upgrade any of my other weapons? What do you want me to look at? See how much the pistol will cost. Can do it for 3,000. Yeah, it's too rich for my blood. I'll be back when I have more cash. So we now have a scoped hunting rifle. Range of 40. Has about the same average damage. Still. That's that. Technically speaking, we still have one person to check on. Because when we went to the den, we rescued someone. Okay, speak to Percy. By gosh and by golly, I just sure can't thank you enough for getting my friend back. Sure you will, because I've got to give you something for your troubles. I was glad to help you out. This big old chest of anti-radiation medicine sure ain't doing me no good. Just about 100 years too late for me to use it. Here you go. I'm finding that friends is worth more and more every year. Thanks, friend. I was glad to help you and Woody. Thanks for meds. And we get 3 Radex and I believe 4 right away. I think we had one in possession before. Okay, see what he has in shop inventory. May have checked it before, but I don't believe we did. On it, we see a FN, FAL. You see some 7.262mm ammo, which goes with the FN, FAL. The 10mm pistol, some 40mm armor piercing, 40mm pistol, some stim packs, some .223 full metal jacket, some shotgun shells, some .44 magnum, both full metal jackets and jacketed hollow points, some rope, a knife, some 10mm ammo, some Radaway and some Radex, and 552 monies. We do have one thing to do. We head back to Vault City. We can speak to McClure. I don't recall passing them, but can speak to senior council member McClure. Ask some questions. We've repaired Gecko's plant. Yes, you've mentioned that. Modern citizen. And we can't ask him about Redding. Maybe we should go investigate it ourselves. So, next time. Yes. Next time we shall be heading to Reading to see if we can work out what this issue is. And maybe at the same time we can look at some of the other places that are en route to this Vault 15 that we found about. So, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. If you didn't like this video, comment saying why you didn't like this video. And I guess I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.